I'm here in front of this wonderful scenic backdrop of Paris that originates from the Metropolitan Opera. This backdrop was part of the Manon production originating in 1928. This was added as the show continued throughout the years. This scenic backdrop of Paris is from Act 2 of Manon and is portraying the view from the apartment of Desgrieux and Manon. And I feel very fortunate to be able to play and talk in front of this historic piece of scenery from the Metropolitan Opera. This is part of a number of scenic backdrops from the Met that needed restoration, and consequently they're not in use by any opera company. This is how the entire drop looks on stage. And you can see there that it's much taller than it looks as it is behind me in this studio, looking out over the rooftops of Paris down a alleyway from a first floor balcony. It's difficult to express how fortunate it is that I'm able to play and speak in front of this piece of historic Metropolitan Opera scenery. Because of the complexity of contracts made with scenic designers today, the Met basically breaks up, destroys the scenery it creates for its productions because they really can't do anything else with it. Too many rights issues become involved if the scenery is used in any other way, and that's due to clauses in the contracts that are signed now with every scenic designer. But back in the 1920s and 30s, contracts were considerably less complicated, and a scenic designer who worked for the Met, like Joseph Urban, would basically understand that the scenery he created was the Met's property to do with as they please. So when the Met had no problem just selling off things to anybody before their move to Lincoln Center, and that's how this drop happens to be available. But it'd be very difficult today to try to get a piece of scenery from a Metropolitan Opera production and to use it for any other purpose. This backdrop was part of the Manon production originating in 1928.